Your boy is cooked. It's 7 p.m. right now. I just woke up.
Fortunately, we just woke up. Just got ready for the day. Showered. Did my face routine. But the problem is that it's 9 o'clock and I'm talking PM.
And realize that I am following the steps of the most degenerative gambler there is on the face of the planet right now, which is Togi. However, Togi has this superpower that he's basically too stupid to see all of the possible outcomes, and he is just fucking solely focused on what he wants, which allows him to just take relentless action without giving a fucking care in the world about what happens, because he knows he's going to be there in the end. It's literally like a Rocky cutscene, because Rocky never doubted if he's going to be in the ring with Apollo Creed. He only doubted if he can do it, if he can win. He never doubted the climb, the ascent, and it's the same with Togi. He doesn't fucking question it. He simply does his shit and it fucking works. And for me, the problem is I'm stupid enough to be smart enough so that I myself talk myself out of everything, or simply overanalyze and be broken down and fucking by all of the possible outcomes and things I can do, and I'm just going to end up sitting there and overanalyze, literally dig a hole for myself from which I will then have to climb out of. And by the same time, the Togi type personality would be already fucking running. Can't be like that. I need to be more of a degenerate gambler. When it comes to life, not when it comes to the one-armed bandit, but definitely when it comes to chasing opportunities, and this is exactly what this is. Alright, so my journey starts right here in December 2025, which is like 6 months ago from this moment right here, which is when I had my last 5,000 US and decided to actually do something productive with my life, because content wasn't working, because I wasn't working on the fucking content, because I was all in my fucking head, not really knowing what to make and being in this fucking oblivion in my mind all the time. But decided, alright, I'm going to invest into a high ticket sales mentorship, because there is no fucking way I can do this by myself. So invested overall 5k, it was a down payment. So I was left with 3 grand, and by the end of my first month in that group I had a job. Finally I got an SDR job, and something fishy was going on there from the very beginning. I could smell that shit. However, I was too comfortable and too wrapped up in the fact that I finally have a job, and maybe, just maybe, I will be able to make some money and finally realize my dreams. But, however, this is not how it turned out to be. I was pulled into a false sense of security, because after my first month I get some of my first sales. I made like 10,000 in cash collected, which is pretty fucking nice. I finally got paid like 850 bucks for my work. However, then it started to go downhill. The dip started to happen, and I started to realize I need to find a better job. However, I did not go through with it. I didn't fucking do it, because I was like, no, let me see, maybe this will turn around. I don't really want to make looms. I don't want to advertise myself. I don't want to do more work. And now I am paying the price for that, because I am no longer on that fucking offer, because I quit. Because it was absolutely fucking ridiculous and literally made me hate my fucking life. I stopped improving, I stopped talking with clients because nobody fucking picked up. And the whole fucking point was to get myself good. So my dream of getting to 3,000 net profit per month, 6,000 profit per month went to fucking shit. And I need to start over. Well, that's been a story that's played in my life many times over. So it's fair to say I have played these games before. That's why there is no time to waste. I need to get my shit together and start applying relentless action to go forward and actually not end up in a fucked up place for once in my fucking life after taking ridiculous risk and chances. Oh yeah, and somewhere in that 1,000 US I made, I instantly invested back into another mentorship because I finally found somebody that seems to be actually who they say they fucking are. I can see the experience, I can see that they know what the fuck they are talking about. They walk the walk to talk the talk. And I'm talking about Joey from Blackpot, the absolute best mentor when it comes to high ticket sales that there is. So that's my story so far. Alright, let's talk money because I can be fueled by good vibes and oxygen for only so long. So this is the last of my savings that I have, literally 2 grand that's meant for the rent for the next 2 months. I just paid rent last week, so that gives me an additional 3 weeks, and in my wallet right now I've got another $100 that's meant for food and generally keeping myself alive. So I would say time is of the essence right here because I am just fed up with living life like this. There is an infinite amount of money to be made, to be collected, and I'm simply here sitting like a bitch, not getting after it, so I don't have that money. But this shit changes right now, because finally I do have the awareness that it was all my fault and I just need to apply myself in a much more strict way. Be on point every single time, all the time, every damn fucking day. So what's the goal here? To make myself into a man who is able to collect 1 million US cash collected, because everything will trickle down from there. If I'm the best in the space, literally the best salesman under the sun, there is no fucking way I will not find work, because literally wherever I am, I will be able to create work. So that's the plan. How the fuck am I going to execute it? I don't know, but at least I'm going to document it all. So it will be either a sink or a swim, the story of greatness or a story of doom. Let's fucking see which way this ends. Alright, there is no time to sit around with pussy pants mentality and fucking wonder about what could have been, because if ifs and buts were cherries and nuts, we'd all have a wonderful Christmas. However, they fucking ain't. So I know that the more action I take, the more opportunities will come my way, because I will put myself in front of more opportunities. How do I put myself in front of more opportunities? Well, by putting myself out there. People can't give me money if they don't know I exist and that I have a skill set that is useful for them. So I need to make looms and send them out into the world, into sales managers, recruiters, fucking agencies, everywhere. I need to send my shit everywhere. And the most important part, I need to be confident. I need to let my energy speak for itself, because I ain't got that much cash collected so far, because the last offer I was on was pretty fucking shit. And even though I really wanted to collect more and make money and stay there for the next maybe years to come even, I was just proven wrong, because I put my eggs into someone else's basket, which was fucking stupid. I should have been betting on myself all this time, and definitely I would have been in a better position by now. But time is lost is time is lost. no fucking point in crying on spilled milk right now. Let's just get my shit together, make some looms, send them out, and let's just fucking do this. Because sitting down and trying to get my shit together by doing nothing, literally staring at the wall or watching another Joe Rogan Experience podcast, ain't gonna do fucking nothing for me. I need to put in the work, put in the reps, and get myself out there so that people know I exist and can fucking hire me. So let's go do that. Alright. So in order for me to get a job, I need to make people aware that have an opportunity for me, that I exist. And I do this by sending them a loom that they can watch and review how I speak, how I sound, how I look, and how I act. And unfortunately for me, this loom part of the fucking process is the part of the process that I hate the most, because for me it feels like this song and dance that hire me, I'm going to be the best setter. Yes bitch, I am, just give me the phone, I'm going to close everybody. I'm going to be sitting there for 10 hours straight, I'm going to be grinding like a fucking savage. I just need a place to apply myself. So let's stop with the pussy pants mentality. Let's make as many looms as possible so I can cram as much experience into as short of a time span as possible, so I can get good with this shit. Because when I get good with making looms, they suddenly will not be feeling sluggish. I will not dread making them because I will be fucking good. It's literally just pick up the fucking laptop, place it down, press record, speak about myself for a minute or a minute and a half, and send it the fuck out. It's literally not some fucking crazy shit. But that's the way the mind will go in circles when you fucking don't want to do something and lose the choice that you have with yourself to either follow through or to keep being a bitch. And I kept being a bitch for a bit too long. So right now I need to face myself. Alright. I just read through my second version of the script and it's not the greatest. Definitely not the greatest. I need to sit the fuck down and polish that shit so it's actually good. But I think that's for the next episode of this series, because honestly I ain't got fucking clue what I'm doing, and I need to edit this and upload this and search for a fucking job. So till the next one.